club and all the dreams of improving our community that we have. We ask that you bless this food to our bodies. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Thank you. And David Hammond is going to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And Marilyn is going to lead us in the song.
Sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my fathers died, land of thy pilgrim pride. From every mountain side, let freedom ring.
Thank you so much.
Mr. Palmer got a
I'm
haircut.
wondering if we have any guests in the house.
President Carrie Ann. Yes, we have one guest. Harold Malone has brought a guest today. So Harold, introduce your guest.
Yes, I'd like to introduce Mr. Gordon Briggs. Hard just to look around and laugh at everybody.
Looks like you had a friend, Harold.
And we also have a guest speaker that Mark will introduce later.
And then there's Tom Chamberlain, annual guest.
We do have an additional guest, but he was trying to fly low under the radar. But we should have him on. Who is Tom's? Who invited him?
Well, first time he came with me, but since then he's always been with John Series.
Mark Kells, yeah, Mark Kells, okay.
So nice try. Let's,
Tom Chamberlain.
okay. Welcome again, Tom. I know we're getting used to seeing your face, but we want to introduce you too.
Glad to see you back here.
Thank you. All righty. How about a sunshine report?
Well, I don't have anything to report, but did you want to talk about the memorial? Are you going to bring it up, or do you want me to?
It's up to you. I have it down to, let's talk about it right now.
Well, or if you have it, you could do it later. So.
Okay.
All right.
We're gonna do it now.
No fighting.
The memorial for Ken Botero is this Saturday at 1 p.m. at the Mormon Church on 30th, or LDS, I guess is what they call it. But, did I get it right?
Yes, you did. And so we usually come a little bit early with our Lions jackets on. Can you guys give me a show of hands on who plans on attending Saturday?
What time is it?
1 p.m.
1 p.m.
on 30th Avenue. Okay. All right. Don't forget your jackets, and then I will see you there. 30th Avenue. 30th Avenue. 30.
Not the big one downtown.
There. That's not on 30th Avenue, so I will not go there.
You'll be the only one there.
Wait a minute, an opportunity here. Hal, you could go there.
Greg's explaining to him where 30th Avenue is. So
You're a realtor and you don't know where 30th Avenue is?
let's continue on with our happy dollars, because I think we have a lot of happy people here today.
They certainly sound like it now, don't they? Oh, the mister with the nice coif. Oh, linebacker.
For those people in the room that don't speak no French, I got myself a haircut, and that's happy buck number one. So I was telling Mr. Claypool, President Carrie Ann, fellow Lions guest.
Thank you. Good job. I was waiting.
Last Tuesday, after I left the meeting, I had a whole bunch of deliveries due in my car. Thank you for that, Lord. And as I got out, I don't know if you remember, it was kind of one of that first real staticky, sunshiny day. And that hair was flying all over the place. And finally I went, I mean, I think I said it last week, I don't know how women deal with it yet. But anyway, that was it. I did leave for Las Vegas on Thursday, so Wednesday afternoon I went and saw my wonderful hairdresser Lisa, and she turned me into about as handsome as a guy as I can be. So there you go. There's the haircut situation. Yes. My wonderful Jerry is in the Las Vegas area for 3 weeks. So I flew down and spent the weekend down there and watching football, and having all kinds of great food. Mon ami, oh my God, what a delicious steak. Anyway, I'm gonna have to work on the belly now a little bit, but I'm not gonna do it today. Hey. And then,
Diet starts tomorrow.
yeah, diet starts tomorrow. It does. The follow-up and the final part of the happy $5 is that I am in town for, like a whole month and a half. There's nothing to do really away from here until the March 15th when we head off on a 7 or a 9-day cruise. So looking forward to that. Oh, I wanted to say, if Dwayne ever gets to see this video, if you're on Facebook, you could look at some of Dwayne's couple of hundred pictures of his 16-day cruise. And now he's going on a little 4-day one. So, you know what? It's so great to see Lions out enjoying their lives and seeing the world.
Pat, I'm going to zoom in on you so you get a good look at your new
Look
haircut.
out of the view of the camera. You got that?
Got it.
You want him to stand up and twirl around?
No, I don't want to break the lens.
All right, moving on. If your happy trumps enough to stop your head. Oh, that's okay. We do know who you are. Past District Governor Marilyn Patterson. Well, then you have to turn it upside down so you can read it.
I did have it upside down one day. Somebody told me it was upside down. Whoops. President Carrie Ann, I'm fellow Lions and guests. I look a little disheveled here, don't I? I have a couple dollars. Now I've forgotten just what they're all about. I did get a haircut. One of them is about our daughter Cindy, who lives in Ohio, who we went to Paris with, and they were married in Paris. But they had to make it legal, so I'm excited that they actually have to go through another ceremony by the judge who lives next door to them to make it legal in the USA. So that's coming up Saturday, then we'll finally seal the deal, right? Okay. The other happy buck must just be happy, I forgot.
I'll come to you.
You're happy you don't have to sit next to Steve.
Yeah. That's a good one. Oh, pass on Cherry. Correct? Cherry. Lion Cherry. Or standing up Cherry.
King Lion, Carrie Ann, fellow Lions and guests. Got a couple of happy dollars. The first one is rebuttal to Marilyn's, not a rebuttal, but a reply. That getting married here, that was always Reineke's deal, that he had 2 weddings, and he was married 150 some odd years. Yeah. So, anyway, that's one of them. The other one was my grandson had his 7th birthday the other day, and it was a bowling party. When I was growing up, I bowled. When I was at least 7 years old, I thought I was probably in the league at about 10 or something like that. I mean, I knew how to do it, and I was fairly decent all my life until I quit. And I haven't played much lately. But anyway, so last year he had this bowling party, and I didn't bowl, and he all said, "Oh, your dad has always said that you were such a good bowler, why didn't you bowl?" So this year I bring my ball, and I go up there and I'm gonna play. And I take the ball out, and now I know where all the fat in my body went to from the thumb and go in the hole. At any rate, I tried a couple. My first ball went in the gutter, which always made me feel good. But I did make this fair, which means you got basically a strike. I then threw 5 strikes in a row, and then the roof caved in. At any rate, the whole time I'm doing this, I'm I'm thinking every bone in my body is creaking and everything like that. Somewhere in the ninth frame, I started my approach up there and took a step here, and there was an immediate pain in my thigh. And I eventually made it out and threw the ball down the middle of it and got a split, which that always made me feel good. And anyway, I then on the 10th frame just sort of stood up there. But anyway, it's nice to know that I can play golf at least when it gets warm.
Well, maybe.
You don't have your name coming. Oh, yeah, I'll put his name. Hello, Larry. Larry. Lion, Larry. Lion, Larry.
Not lying Larry, though.
Lion Larry. You can say that. Lion Larry.
Lion, Larry.
She says.
President Carrie Ann told Lions and guests, mine dollar today is just a flat dollar, or I should say a memory dollar. My brother who passed away 11 years ago this month.
I'm sorry. Hey, Bob. Hey, Bob. Hey, Lion Bob. Stand up.
President Carrie Ann, fellow Lions guests, I just want to thank all the other Lions that helped us clean up Lions Island this last week. We got everything put away and squeezed the door shut on the storage trailer. Said we'll worry about it next year. So, thank you.
That's great. Past President Cindy Sessions.
I have a happy $5, President Carrie Ann, fellow Lions and guests. One is a sad dollar. I am now no longer in the football playoffs because my Detroit Lions lost like they shouldn't have lost. So Jim has 4 teams left in the Super Bowl race. So, but a happy dollar is I booked a trip for us to go to Kona in March, and so we're going to be gone for a week in the sunshine. And I'm just happy.
Hey, okay. Yeah, that's a round of applause I've ever heard.
That was very pathetic.
People. Oh, of course. TCC Hal Palmer, who can't find 30th Avenue.
President Carrie Ann and full Lions guests, I didn't know there was 2 LDS churches in Longview. Geez. I was gonna go to the big one downtown. Hey, how is everybody doing today?
Great.
Good news, I didn't lose any money on any of these teams that you bet on. Yeah, I thought I did President Carrie Ann very full Lions, I guess. You know, and so, and my second unhappy dollar is you didn't invite me to go to Kona. Geez, that's no fair. Third happy dollar is Marilyn. Your haircut is much better than my brother's.
At least I needed one.
Oh! So did you save some so I glue it on top? Okay, good. Yeah. Listen, Mr. Johnston, we could be twins up there, you know that. So, it's a great day in Longview, and I hear the rain and snow is coming.
Thank you.
Sit down, I want to hear that. No, the 4-letter S word, we do not want to hear that.
Okay, sorry, never mind that.
President Carrie Ann, fellow Lions and guests, this is a observation dollar. I hate doing observation dollars, but Patrick Palmer. What? You know, everybody keeps talking about haircuts.
Yeah.
Your hair was so damn long. I thought your name was Patricia.
My wife does not look that bad.
No. I thought maybe it was Pat's twisted sister.
Moving right along, second BP.
People don't like when people
There you go, Rick.
Yeah, that's really.
President Carrie Ann, fellow Lions and guests. There's $5 there. I'm glad that the island is empty. We have no more lights on it. And my hand's thawed out.
I told Bob to bring warmer gloves.
I didn't see any down.
Oh my word, I forgot.
He's always good.
Of course, that's for last. Past District Governor, Mark Howell.
President Carrie Ann, fellow Lions and guests, weekly $5 there. Continuing story of our grandson Beckham's basketball journey. He's on the travel team for the Kelso 5th graders. They did not win the tournament this past weekend at the Kelso Fever Frenzy. They only went 2-1. None of the 3 games were close. One they got beat pretty good, and the other 2 they hammered the other team pretty well. Second happy dollar, as some of you know, I've had some difficult challenges family-wise here this last 6 months or so. So I am very appreciative and very happy for the photos that Marilyn Patterson posted of their trip to France. And that Ryan Littlefield, if you haven't been following Ryan on Facebook, they went to the Bahamas and Florida and just had a great time. I've just really enjoyed those. Quote of the week from Mahatma Gandhi: live as if you will die tomorrow. Learn as if you will live forever.
Best of luck.
One more.
I'll get to you. I think I'm going to get president.
She wants to go before.
I'll be right back. Oh, my laptop. All righty. We saved the ladies for last. Okay. Past District Governor, Marilyn.
President Carrie Ann, fellow Lions and guests, I want to ask Rick a question. What day was your birthday, Rick?
Oh.
What day?
Yeah.
18?
What's the number?
Up? 19th? Is it the 19th?
Sunday.
Last week.
No, it was Sunday. All right. I want to say 2 things. My dad's birthday was that day, so really good men were born on that day, I want you to know. And then,
One of them was.
Happy.
At least Steve wasn't born that day.
who was?
Dolly Parton.
Doug Harvey. Is that what you said?
Dolly
No. Oh, Dolly Parton. I'm sorry, I don't have hearing aids in today because I got a haircut. I didn't want them to be wet. Okay, the reason I brought that up is I don't think we've sung happy birthday today. Happy birthday.
Oh, please help. President. President Carrie Ann.
Okay, well, I have 2 happy dollars, well, 1 happy dollar, I guess. Want to thank Sharon for covering for me last week. I was sick for a whole week. It was horrible, so I hope nobody gets that. And the other thing is, my mom has been very sick, and so keep her in your thoughts and prayers. She has had a whole bunch of different issues pop up, and they are not good anyway. So with that, we will introduce our speaker for today. So here is Mark that's going to do that for us. Here you go.
Thank you, President Carrie Ann. Just waiting for the last clap there. So. Tradition, thank you, Pat. A few weeks before I retired, I got the inquiry from Mike Stevenson asking if I'd consider volunteering at St. Vincent DePaul. So, of course, I went down to check it out. I've been volunteering there pretty much since the week I retired. On a regular basis over there. Really enjoy the people. Similar to Lions, people that care are just great people. So I had a great experience over there. Tom's going to tell us a little bit about that today. Tom Garsti has been a volunteer for 15 years and is the current board president of Longview St. Vincent DePaul, which also includes Cathlamet, which is where he's located. Tom previously managed Walgreens drugstores for 38 years. He's the father of 3, grandfather of 2, and he told me a little fact I didn't know just a few minutes ago, that he was a Lion back in, was it the 60s in Chicago? So a long time ago when he was a young man at a corner little stand. 2 years old, so yeah, just like a lot of the rest of us. So, please join me in a warm Lions welcome for Tom Garsti.
Mark did not warn me that I was coming to a comedy club here. And I was like, that's really kind of nice. Not till June, so yeah. I've got a ways, you know. Yeah. I did volunteer with the Lions Club back in Chicago back in the 60s. I was young, and I helped out with the candy drives every year. Back then it was you go and get donations from the cars. I worked in a newsstand on the corner of Milwaukee and Montrose in the city of Chicago, and so after I got through selling papers, I'd go around with the can and the candy in between all the cars as they stopped for the red light, because those red lights were long. Let me tell you, in Chicago, so much traffic. And you know, we'd get a lot of donations, and they had a nice dinner a few weeks later to celebrate, you know, everybody. And the people there, just like it seems like the people here, were very warm people. You could talk to them, you could joke with them, and you know, great organization. Well, on to St. Vincent DePaul. St. Vincent DePaul, I think we've been around here in Longview since about 1978. It's a great organization, and we have about 51 volunteers between Cathlamet and here in Longview. We have 0 paid staff. Everybody is a volunteer. We have a group of young people that come from the Special Olympics group, and they help us in the back room doing all kinds of jobs that we don't like to do all the time. Store produce, tear the plastic off boxes, repackage things. They do so much back there. Mark can attest to that. He sees that all the time. It's a great organization. We serve about 18,000 families a year. Okay, and it comes to about 45,000 people that get food from us. We're open 3 days a week, plus one evening a month where we help Cap give out the commodities, which is going on right across the street here right now, the 3rd Tuesday of the month. And so the people that can't make it during the daytime, they come over to St. Vincent's in the evening, and we take care of them there. Plus, they get food from us. In Cathlamet, we're open 2 days a month, and we also do the commodities out there. There we serve about 60 to 80 families every time we're open out there. So it's a fairly busy little adventure out there. We have no requirements for you to get food. You come in, you say you need food, we let you have it. You don't need ID. ID is helpful though, because just like I heard somebody just say that their hearing aid isn't in today because their hair was wet. We have the same issues of trying to, the government wants us to track ages of people and all of that, so it's easier when we do get some type of ID, and we're very hard at hearing, so sometimes if they don't have it, we'll have them write it down, but we don't really require any financial proof that they need food. We let them come in twice a month for the full service of the food bank. If they come in a third or fourth time, we'll still give them food, but we'll give them a bag of food and not the full shopping. We're there to help them, to assist them in their food needs, not feed them totally, okay? Many of the people that do come in all the time. I'd say 2/3 of the people that we see are repeat people. And then a third of them they'll come in once or they'll come in every few months. Sometimes we won't see them for years at a time and we'll go, hey, haven't seen you for a while. Oh yeah, I had a job, I didn't need to come. So we're there when they need us. We also have clothing, and we have probably 4 or 5 volunteers that just handle washing clothes, hanging them up, organizing them, and it's a little ordeal. And we don't charge anything; it's free. Okay, so go ahead, bring your used clothing over to us. Well, the pile is kind of high right now, but it can. Well-maintained clothing. Yeah, well-maintained. Yeah, yesterday when I was there, the pile was up to here. Today it was down to here, so we got room. Okay, and we do accept donations. In fact, there's many people from here that have donated to us, and we appreciate that. We really do. We purchase about a little over $100,000 a year in food that we actually purchase. We get a lot of food from the grocery stores in town here. We pick up every day from Safeway, from Winco we pick up certain days, Fred Meyer we pick up certain days, and they donate a lot of still usable food, and really good food too. Plus we get food from different organizations like Food Lifeline up in Seattle, and Northwest Harvest is up in Seattle, and we're talking, quite a bit of food. We'll get, Mark's been there, I think, when we've unloaded the trucks, we'll get several thousand pounds of food every week from those organizations, and at no charge. We don't have to pay for that. There's some items we do purchase through them. We also sponsor the Kids Backpack Program in Cathlamet. Right now we're doing about 36 to 48 backpacks every weekend for the kids that need them. Many of us come from families that can afford food, and there's many children out there that they would be coming to school on Monday with hungry bellies, and so we started this about, I think it's been about 10 years ago, and we do that every week. There is an organization that does Longview and Kalama, that St. Vincent DePaul, we allow them to use our facility to store their food, to pack their food. We'll use our truck to pick it up from Grocery Outlet when they order it. Grocery Outlet's a great place. They help us a lot. We purchase food through them all the time. Let's see. Trying to see a few things. So, anytime you guys want to see what it's like, please come on over. Just tell me you want a little tour. John Gotcho, I think some of you know John. He's going to have some surgery this week, so he wanted to stay away from everybody so he doesn't get sick before his surgery, which is a smart thing, okay? And he's our tour guide. He's he's the best tour guide around. But I can give a tour. Or Mark can give you a tour. We have it as a shopping experience. They're able to pick out so many items from each section, from the candy section, from the dry goods sections, from the meat section, different things like that. We found that works out best because many times when you give them a box full of food, they throw out what they don't use, and it gets wasted. This way, at least they'll be taking food they may use. So, okay. Any questions? Yes, ma'am.
I don't have any to.
She's coming.
Do you provide paper goods as well, hygiene items?
Yes, we do provide paper goods when people ask for them. We also supply non-cooked foods for people that are homeless, sleeping bags, blankets, hygiene items. Yes, we do.
I just want to share with you, Castle Rock Lions has developed a program for their youth in the school district this year as well. And they're donating snacks for the kids. The teachers give it out, but the club donates those snacks. And I believe that they have plans, the teachers usually send food home for those kids that they know will be hungry on Monday morning. So I think it's an awesome program for those children so they can think straight. There's also another program in Castle Rock. It's through the school district, and it helps provide those hygiene items and paper goods, which of course they rely on donations as well. So I just want to thank you for all the efforts you do. I think I'll bring some clothes to your place now. I've got a couple things.
All right. Sounds good. I heard there's a box with some coats out here in the hallway for me to take back. Thank you, thank you.
Take Steve with you.
Well, I'll put him to work because the parking lot needs a little bit of a cleanup today, so, you know, yeah.
I think she was gonna donate him.
We donate him, oh, okay. Wait, we'd have to feed him though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not as much as he used to.
I don't have questions.
Yes, sir.
So, with all the food and stuff that's donated, a lot of people do not know how to cook. How do you teach them what to do with the food instead of just throwing it away?
Well, that's difficult.
Yeah.
They have to want to learn, okay? And we used to give out recipes all the time, and not too many people took them. But by allowing them to pick out what they will use seems to change that it doesn't get thrown out. We do put some items in the carts, you know, before they come up. We'll put in certain types of meat into the shopping cart. It's actually a shopping cart experience, and Safeway donated the shopping carts, by the way. And they're able to pick out what they want, and at the end, if there's something we loaded in the cart, we tell them to leave it in the cart, and then we will pass it on to somebody else that will use it. And it's the same way with the commodities from CAP. Many people will bring a bag with them of items that they received in the commodities and they won't use, like collard greens and mincemeat. Mincemeat, you know. I forget where we got that from, but Mark and I were messing around with that there, yeah. He was going to make me a mincemeat pie, but you know, I didn't know if he could bake too well. So.
His wife can. How about can openers? You need donations for can openers?
Yes, so we do have can openers available for them, yes.
And classes on how to use the can opener.
Yeah.
Well, a hammer and a screwdriver will work, yeah.
So with, you probably don't have the food handler's licensing.
Oh, yes, we do.
So you can make stuff there?
We could if we wanted to, okay. But we do have to have that food handler license just to handle the food the frozen food, the fresh.
And we have a commercial grade kitchen there too, that has the separate sinks and all that.
Right.
What's the square footage?
About 10,000 square feet. And
I have a question. Your hours, like if people want to drop off donations, what are your hours?
We're open from 8 to 11, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Okay, and those are the best hours to donate, because we have the volunteers there. People will show up at 6:30 in the morning to wait in line, because they want to be the one to get the best food, to get the best pie on the shelf, or the right sliced bread, or, you know, the best produce pick, okay? And it's amazing, you know, and then we close at 11. So, and then you have the ones that want to do the cleanup. So at 1 minute to 11, they show up at the door, you know, because and you know, they get to do the cleanup to see what's left.
And you have plenty of refrigeration and freezing?
Yeah, we have 2 walk-in refrigerators, 2 walk-in freezers, along with the stationary ones in the front.
So I've dealt with things like this before, but, so somebody donates 10 pounds of a piece of meat. Well, they don't know what to do with 10 pounds, so do you cut it up and?
No, we do not. We do not. We try not to break up too much, because there's a lot involved as far as labeling and things like that. We have many families of 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and sometimes I do a lot of the ordering, and sometimes there'll be a 10-pound packages of chicken that I can get for free. And we'll just make sure we ask those families that are large, hey, we have this 10-pound, you know, package of chicken, do you want it? It's gone, you know, it's gone. They know what to do with it, you know, it's.
What's your address again?
1222 Baltimore Street, right across from Way Ron Steele.
Hi there, I donate clothing to you all the time. In fact, I've got some more stuff to go to. Do you take furniture?
No, we don't anymore. We previously did when we had a few younger people to lift that stuff and put it on the truck and deliver it. But as we aged, so have our bodies, and it's not a good mix anymore.
Mark in particular, don't let him lift anything.
Yeah, I'm one of the young guys.
He's the youngest one. No, he's not, but.
I'm just wondering, do you do any coordination with the other programs in town? Like fish program, for example?
Yes, we do. And in fact, you guys are talking about the LDS church. And because of fish, with Dan Fry, who's one of the volunteers, Dan has a few things to do with fish. And the LDS church donated 22 pallets of dried food just maybe a month ago. Yeah, probably about a month ago, to the fish program and to us. So they donated 22 pallets. They unloaded the truck at our facility, and then all the fish representatives came and loaded their cars and pickups trucks and took what they needed. And we were lucky to get what was left over. So we got about, you know, probably 5 pallets of food once it was done, and the rest was distributed among the.
Dan was working at some of the excess of products we had that were aging. He could get the fish program, which they were paying for, they could get free, and then.
Right. For a while, we had a lot of excess in canned goods, because when we get it for free, we take it. And so we were sharing it with the fish program also. Yes.
Could you tell us a little bit about how your facility came about, where it is, and so on?
We came about because of Bill Sari. Okay, Bill Sari donated the land. He, I think we had to buy it for $1, but he donated the land. He organized the building of the building. He gave us he and Pat gave us the best advice as the size of the building, so that there wouldn't be, you know, sprinkler system requirements and, you know, all types of different things like that. Tom Renault is the one that did the all the electrical in there, and we only had to pay for the fixtures and that. The labor was pretty much donated, and so we and he still comes and helps repair things, by the way, even though he's retired. But yeah, it was the Ferry family that helped the most. We purchased the vehicles through them, and man, I wish I could have gotten prices like we got for my goodness. And the advice was the best thing. Things like, don't get a truck with a lift because it'll weigh too much, and then you have to have CDL drivers. You know, a certain weighted truck, you don't need everybody to have a CDL. You can drive it with a regular license.
They didn't let me drive the truck.
That's really scary.
We'll stay home that day.
One day.
I'll stay home that day.
Okay, well done.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was just some great information that you were able to share with us. So we would like to present to you our Longview Pioneer Lions mug. Yes, yes, thank you for coming. Okay, well, let me give you the rundown here really quick on the next couple of weeks. Next week is awards, so we'll be having awards next Tuesday. Then we've got the home health and hospice coming in February, along with the city manager of Kelso, and then the assistant director for KLTV. So we've got a full schedule already on for February, so hope you all can make that. Oh, who is the March program chair? Larry?
I have a program I think you could use.
Okay. We do have a thank you card today from CAP that's thanking the Longview Pioneer Lions for their $1,000 donation to them. That came in the mail. And then we have some announcements to go over. We did already talk about Ken's Celebration of Life, which is this Saturday.
On 30th Avenue.
On 30th Avenue. He's got it now, Hal. You're going to be there. Okay, and then also I need to announce that we will have, so our new year is coming, believe it or not, already, just right around the corner, so starting July, but we have to get in so many meetings that we're announcing the need of some officers. So 3rd VP we may have nailed down, but we do still need 2-year directors, lion tamers, tail twisters, club secretary, and treasurer. I was gone last week, so I'm not sure if that is up to date still. But keep that in mind that we are needing some chair people, officers for the coming up year. And then we have announcements, so I will hand the mic down to Sharon.
Thank you, President Carrie Ann, fellow Lions and guests. First of all, I want to announce that February 20th will be our Thursday night meeting at Ashtown Brewing at 6 p.m. And also, Iowa got an email. It is getting ready to be, like Carrie Ann just said, getting close to the end of the year, also for the school year. So Mark Morris, I know a few of you have participated in judging the senior presentations at Mark Morris. Well, this year they have a new career liaison, and her name is Brittany Hedge. She didn't leave a phone number, but they're looking for some judges again this year for people in the community to go and judge the senior presentations that they have to do. If you haven't done it before, it's really quite interesting. I would encourage you to do it. If that is something you're interested in doing again, you can get a hold of Isla, or you can get a hold of Brittany Hedge at Mark Morris. And she, like I said, there's no phone number, so you can just ask for the career liaison. Thank you.
President Carrie Ann, Lions and guests, we have finally come to the moment where we're going to take care of the totem pole on Lions Island. And off the top of my head, I think it was put in 1980, I believe, and last maintained about 24 years ago. So it's got a bee's nest, it's got moss and all kinds of stuff going on in there. So I approached Sherwin-Williams. They said they would supply whatever we needed free of cost, and they would supply volunteers also to help. So the next step is to fill out a grant application from Parks, and the deadline is February 14th. So we'll get that grant in, see what we can get from them. And then Dwayne also donated $1,000 specifically for the totem pole, so he'll be happy. So yeah, so that's starting.
And then Darlene.
President Carrie Ann, fellow Lions and guests, we're going to have a short recycle meeting right after the meeting today. We will be tomorrow at Grocery Outlet at 11 to do the plastic. So if anybody's interested, want to stay on the meeting for the meeting, and then if not, you can show up tomorrow at 11. Doesn't take very long. Thank you.
Behind you.
President Carrie Ann, fellow Lions and guests, I announced last week our spring convention will be in Vancouver at the Heathman Lodge, April 18th and 19th. So I have registration forms, and you can also go online at md19lions.org. I'm not sure I have that correct. Is it something like that website? And you can download an online registration also. So with that, and then somewhere in between plastics, there's a boys and girls meeting over here too. So we have a couple of donations to discuss. Thank you, Carrie Ann.
Yes, Leroy.
In addition to what Marilyn said as far as for the convention, I think.
Hey, hold.
Oh, yeah. As far as for the convention, I think the links that are on the roll, I think they're live. And so if you hit those, if you find out they're not, you go to the website.
Give it a shot anyway.
Well, he's got short-timer's disease.
Okay, Terry Woodruff is up. Oh.
Terry
Yes, he is up.
Get up every once in a while. Fellow Lions and guests, and you too, Carrie Ann. What the heck? We'll have a awards committee meeting over here besides all the rest of the meetings over here, so we can all just combine it and all vote for me, and we'll be happy.
Are you sure you want that?
No.
That must be why there's 3 tables over there. You each get one.
Yeah.
Okay, I was checking to see, Pat Palmer, were you going to say something, or you just did what you needed to do?
No, I'm just delivering the mail.
Okay, all right.
I'd like to deliver a few females.
Treasurer, postman.